accounts on all at the same time or something?
Yes, it'd probably crash your server.
Well,
Which is it's pretty common with new games. That's why how they're doing beta right now is, from what I've seen, slowly let people on and keep having the weekend testers come back, and they keep adding weekend testers so they can have these periods of heavy testing. They test it a little bit and they say, okay, let's see what the problem is.
Well, and
fix that problem.
One of the cool things that they're doing that I thought was like genius, because you can pretty much tell people launch day is here, but for all the people who pre-ordered, they get early access, and they're letting those people on in a staggered formation.
Yeah.
So there's going to be so many people on the first hour, so many people allowed on the second hour, so on and so forth. So yeah, technically the launch isn't until the 20th, but really their launch date is whatever early access is going to be, and then they're just going to slowly build up the servers from there. So I think this is actually kind of a brilliant way of doing it. Not that I think I would have been worried about servers really crashing a whole lot, because I'm sure their backup systems are pretty redundant for as much money as they put into this game. But yeah, that seems like that's going to be kind of cool the way to do it.
Until it crashes, and then it's going to crash a couple more times, because when it comes back up, those people are going to go back. And
Exactly.
It's going to crash again.
There's going to be a week of just nerd rage on the forum.
Well, there's probably going to be at least, like 10 hours, but I put my faith in BioWare. They've never failed me with a game so far.
Yeah, they've done a lot of MMOs, right?
Well, not MMOs, but I mean, all the games that they've released have been really...
They failed me in the fact that they didn't really do KOTOR 2 and decided to do Jade Empire instead. That was a failure.
That was probably the only BioWare game.
Out of their entire history, that's a pretty good record. I can't complain about that.
I mean, I joke, but I have utter faith in them. These guys know what they're doing. So.
Well, I'm kind of mad at BioWare right now because they pushed back the Mass Effect release until next year, but...
I don't play Mass Effect. Doesn't affect me.
I don't know. Mass Effect's pretty sweet.
You're not part of the cool club.
I mean, it was a pretty...
Don't have an Xbox.
Phenomenal game. Get it on PC.
PC.
They made 2 and 3 on PC too. I thought
1 and 2. 1 and 2 is on PC. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize that actually.
They've got it on Origin if you want to brave that system.
Yeah, right. Go play it now. Like, you have to have that done before next week, or else we'll have to find someone else.
I don't think he can tell me what to do. I think it works the other way around.
I think Mass Effect was an evolution of what they did with KOTOR. That's why I like it so much.
Yeah, exactly. It felt very KOTOR-ish, just without the lightsabers. That vibroblade's kind of new. Anyways, back on track, I guess. Friday updates. I'm sure everyone has already seen the updates. If you haven't, we're going to show it to you. First one is whatever the hell that video was today. I don't even remember what it was. That's how bad. I have it in the background, but I should probably know. Signs of War. It's CPs crumbling across the galaxy in a new game trailer. So, we're going to go.
Peace between Republic and Empire is crumbling. On every world, signs of war. Rebellion on Balmorra. Corruption in the heart of Coruscant. Secret battles on Nar Shaddaa. Even Alderaan, consumed by chaos. The Republic's defenders still have hope. But the wrath of the Empire knows no bounds. The galaxy's future will soon be decided.
that's the wonderful video. I thought it was a pretty awesome editing job compared to a lot of the stuff they've done. I mean, like, it ranks up there, back on track. I love the video. I thought it was good. The PvP stuff on Elm towards the end. That's going to be really interesting to see how that works out. Is that about as far as that goes?
Apparently, yeah. We showed the video. It was cool.
The video was cool. That is the official determination. The video was awesome.
Yeah, we'll do a more in-depth analysis of the next one. Maybe we'll play all 3 trailers and go like, dude, that dude is really cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
I love it when he blows the grenade up in Magus' face. That is epically cool.
I just think I like how the story is progressing in the videos. I wish they would come out with more timeline stuff, but I don't know what they did to that.
I can't remember what I was reading, but apparently, I think it was a dev tracker. But the collector's edition, it comes with, I guess, the timeline stuff on like a DVD or whatever.
Like the rest of the timeline stuff?
Like, yeah, they're adding more. Yeah, they're adding more timeline stuff to the CE that you're getting. I guess it's going to be updated at launch.
So I'm going to have to watch a DVD while I play. Awesome. I can do that.
Yeah, so it'll be awesome. Of course, I think once I get the game, the last thing I'm going to be concerned about is all the other crap I get with the collector's edition.
Well, in all fairness, they got some cool stuff in there. I've got a buddy of mine. He was in my French class last semester. He was in my French class this semester, and then he changed teachers. But I convinced him to play the game, right? And he just got the regular edition, but what because he doesn't care about most of the stuff in the collectors, but what he really wants is he wants to hear the CD. Apparently you get the CD with all the music, and that's like the big thing for him. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the CE, and I know most people are just going to care about like 1 or 2 little things, and with most people it's probably just going to be the in-game stuff, but to be honest, I think they have some cool, out-of-game stuff. You give it all this, you might as well take a look at it.
Well, I got the statue, which is awesome because I think the statue is going to be awesome. And then, of course, it has the authenticator or whatever that is. All I heard before I really jumped on the SWTOR bandwagon about MMOs is if your account gets hacked, it like really sucks. So I thought that would be cool to have. But yeah, I think I'll probably look through the rest of the collector's edition stuff like two weeks after launch.
We see your questions in chat. You can save them for later. We have a whole segment for it. Plus, if you don't remember.
Next up, also on the Friday update, which I don't know how amazing it is. It's kind of old news in a new form. Star Wars updated their operations page. Click on game systems, whatever the hell it is. You'll now see operations. Woo! Click on view details, and that's where they put their Eternity Vault trailer into, along with some wonderful text. I guess possibly a new screenshot. I don't think I've ever seen. That's the first screenshot of a pissed off Ithorian. That's like 20 times as big as everyone else. So that's kind of cool. I think we all seen that out of the video. Part of the storyline, blah blah blah. And then they end it with the backside of a hut. Nothing amazing. I thought it was kind of cool. Got like one screenshot. Yay.
Well, see, I haven't seen this page yet, but I kind of like it. They have little tabs for all sorts of stuff. I mean, I know we've probably seen it all. In fact, I'm sure this takes you to like the same places their game info thing does. But I kind of like this better than the drop-down menu, just because it's fun to scroll over things and watch it change, see how many you can get going at once. But I like the pictures. I'm like a little kid. I'm sorry.
You like the photos. Yeah. Matt, did you get the CE or?
Yeah, I got a collector's edition.
I'm pretty sure that I think the majority was. I still have to pay mine off technically, actually.
This might be a good time to mention, we still have a couple of CEs for the guild. Originally, we were going to auction them all, or raffle them all off. We saw how well that worked. We only got enough money to raffle off one. But, you know, we're talking about what to do with the rest of them. I think last I heard, we were thinking about maybe an eBay auction for one of them. I'm sure we've mentioned this before. But for those of you that don't have CEs, you still have a good chance. You know, even when the game comes out, you know, it's like, oh man, I'm still stuck with this stupid old. Nope, you might still be able to get that CE in. So, you know, keep your fingers crossed and be patient, and maybe go get something slightly better.
Awesome.
After you've paid, you know, $100 or whatever for the
Donation
CD or whatever. Yeah, that too.
Or the getting people like Chainer out from New Mexico into Texas fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
You know, I'm not going to assume it's going to be Chainer. Maybe we want somebody else.
Well, see, that's what's going to happen.
Get on a bus, man. It's like it's probably less than $100 round trip.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be much. My only problem is I work for myself, and that's a pretty poor job. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's time to do podcasts.
I would think you should do like a train instead. Those are nicer than buses because you can get up and walk around a little bit. They've got dining cars, which
You know, actually, I
sounds so
think
awesome.
I can. I think it can since it runs east-west. I tried looking for a train to Idaho because I was seeing a friend up there, and apparently trains don't run north to south in this country.
Huh.
There's like very few. So I did a 2.5 day bus ride in Greyhound. That was awesome. Got my wallet stolen in Albuquerque.
I know the buses come to Fort Worth, or not buses. The trains come to Fort Worth. I know that, like the passenger stuff. I think in my area we just get the like business type stuff, hauling grain back and forth. But you know, if you can at least get to our general area if all else fails.
Well, I'm sure I could get down to Austin, which is where I was thinking of heading. Just to do stolen BioWare with everyone else. To do operations page, discussed, done. Next up, Q&A segment. Next week, we're going to try out Q&A segment. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, fine. That works too. We can easily skip it. There is a thread for any questions or comments that you want to hear on the podcast. Again, it's at pretty much our discretion. If we don't like it, it's not going to happen. You can yell at us later. If it's awesome, an honest question, throw it our way.
I believe we also have a guild email. If you know that off the top of your head, we should give that to people who maybe, if we're lucky in the future, will listen to us and don't have access to our forums.
For the people who don't have access, you can email us at korribanlancers@gmail.com. I believe that's all it is. I'll type it up in the chat for now, and then obviously when I edit it, you'll see nice big flashing korribanlancers@gmail.com. So you can always get it from the podcast. But yeah, go ahead and send your questions there.
You know, for this first one, if someone wants to pop out a question or two in chat, have at it. We'll probably ignore you, but you know, maybe if you're really lucky, we'll be nice and answer it.
Yeah,
And
there are six.
Same
Pretty
rules
much.
apply to podcasts as they do Facebook, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
other than that, pretty much everything is fair game. So.
I'll let that stream real quick.
We'll take questions on meetups, stuff like that. Guild stuff.
Whenever you get one set up, Ubershot says, when is the deadline for Justin's blind date raffle? If you guys want to set one up, you know, I think we can work
Sure,
there.
we can work for. We can get some one of them strippers.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't know
apparently
if they
Sir
win.
knows so much.
I'm sure they're nice girls.
It's just one date, so I guess I can do.
They're just trying to earn a living. Make it to college.
But yeah, maybe like if you want to set one up, give it like 2 weeks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As long as they're like in our area or willing to travel, it's fine. Yeah. Any other questions? For the love of God, please, any other questions than that?
I think we're good with no more.
Especially since with that lag, it's just like you have some